Welcome to lesson number 10 of math. Now we'll be talking about angles and a coordinate plane and an ordered pair of numbers. There are two angles you should recognize on sight. And tests do not tell you, they don't remind you that a straight line is a 180-degree angle. That's 180 degrees. And if it's an angle that goes straight up and has a little square in it, this angle is 90-degree angle, called a right angle. These two you should recognize, and on a test, one question they might ask is to give you an angle like this and tell you that angle is 50 degrees, and the test question would be, what's the big angle? Now they have to give points a name so they can refer to which angle. And these are not absolute. These points on a line, they can throw in anything they want to. So this would be called, this 50-degree angle they have given you, would be written like this: angle CBD equals 50 degrees. Now they're going to ask you a question. Angle, this angle, the big angle, ABD equals what? Angle ABD equals what? And you have everything you need to know to work it. Because if you know that a straight line is 180 degrees, which they will not tell you, and you do know the one they gave you was 50 degrees, then it becomes a subtraction problem. 180 degrees minus 50 degrees will be 130 degrees, and that's this angle. So when they give you one angle on a straight line and then ask you the other angle, simply subtract to find it. And a similar thing might be done with a triangle. You should know that all three angles of every triangle add up to 180 degrees. It doesn't matter whether it's a fat triangle or a skinny triangle, all three angles add up to 180 degrees. So they might give you something like this. You know that's a 90-degree angle. And they will tell you one other angle for that triangle. They might say, this is angle A, angle A. They might say, this is angle B, and it's 60 degrees, 60 in here, and ask you this one. So you know this is 90 because of that symbol. They don't need to tell you twice. If they give you the square, that means it's a 90-degree angle. They would have to tell you another one in order to ask you the third angle. And then it's very similar to this situation, except you have three. So you add these two together. 90 degrees, 60 degrees, 0, 15. And you would subtract then 150 degrees from 180 degrees. and you'd get 30 for the missing angle. If you know that all three angles of triangle add up to 180 degrees, you can figure this out when there's a missing angle. Add the two you do know together, subtract from 180 to get the missing one. A coordinate plane is a way to locate a dot on a coordinate plane by using an ordered pair of numbers. When you work with an ordered pair of numbers, there are two separated by a comma, two signed numbers. Always, in those signed numbers, the x comes first and the y comes last. The best way to get a feeling for a coordinate plane is for you to draw one. So we'll draw one right now. Please draw the same things that I'm drawing at the board. This is the x-axis going this way. This is the y-axis coming this way. In the center is a 0. Going to the right on the x-axis, please draw +1, +2, +3, +4, and +5. Going to the left on the x-axis, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And I'm sure yours is prettier than my drawing. Going up on the y-axis, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. Going down on the y-axis, negatives. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Here are some addresses we want to locate. +3, -2. We know the x comes first, so that +3 has to go this way on the x-axis. We count. This is not difficult math. This is counting and pointing. 1, 2, 3. Right there we have +3 on the x-axis. -2 on the y-axis, going this way. 1, 2, that's the -2. So right there is the dot. That's the address. This shows the location. On a test, it could be asked the other way. They could give you the dot and ask you to choose from 5 choices which is the proper address. So you would figure out where that is. 1, 2, 3, +3 on the x-axis, -2 on the y-axis, and you would choose +3, -2 out of a choice of 5 different answers. Let's find another one. We want -2, +4. X-axis, 1, 2. +4 on the y-axis will go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. That's where that one goes. And our third dot to place will be -5, comma, -2. -5 on the x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the y-axis, -2, 1, 2. There's the 2. So we can locate that address too. All right, that's a coordinate plane and the basics you need to know about angles. And that concludes this lesson number 10. Thank you.